My parents always said, "Your brother is the smart one, you're just the pretty one." So I showed them how smart the pretty one could be. They'd been saying it since I was 7. Report cards, science fairs, spelling bees, everything was about Ethan's genius. Meanwhile, I got enrolled in pageants and modeling classes. Play to your strengths, Mom would say, adjusting my posture. Not everyone can be book smart. By high school, the narrative was set in stone. Ethan, MIT bound. Me, hopefully married well. Family dinners were Ethan discussing quantum physics while I was asked about my skincare routine. Nobody noticed I had a 4.0 GPA. Nobody cared that I'd placed 3rd in the state mathematics competition. The same year Ethan placed 5th. The college acceptances should have been my vindication. Harvard, Yale, Princeton, full rides to all 3. But when I showed Dad the letters, he just patted my head. "These diversity quotas are really something," he said. "Good thing you photograph well for those applications." That's when I decided to stop fighting for recognition and start planning for revenge. I chose Princeton, not for the education, but for the connections. Specifically for Professor Grayson, who ran the most prestigious economics internship program in the country. The same program my father had been rejected from 30 years ago. A rejection he still mentioned after 3 drinks. For 2 years, I played the part perfectly. Posted sorority photos on Instagram. Let Mom brag about my social success. Never mentioned my double major in economics and computer science. Never mentioned I was writing algorithms that investment firms were already trying to license. Junior year, I secured the Grayson internship. When I told my parents, Dad laughed. "They probably needed a pretty face for the brochures," he said. Mom nodded. "Just don't embarrass yourself, sweetie." The internship led to a job offer at Stratton Capital. Starting salary, $400,000 plus bonuses. The managing director, Roland Vance, had been Dad's college roommate, the same roommate who'd built the empire my father spent decades trying to join. But I turned down Stratton. Instead, I quietly incorporated my own fund using the $50,000 I'd earned from those algorithms. I named it Athena Investments, goddess of wisdom and warfare. Seemed fitting. For 6 months, I operated in stealth mode. My AI-driven trading system outperformed every major fund by 300%. When Bloomberg finally noticed the mysterious new player dominating the markets, I stayed anonymous. Let them speculate. Then came the opportunity I'd been waiting for. Dad's company, Brennan Industries, the family legacy my brother was supposed to inherit, hit trouble. Bad investments, worse management. Stock price tanked 60% in a week. They needed a buyer or faced bankruptcy. I made my move through shell companies, acquiring 51% of the shares at rock bottom prices. Total cost, $3.2 million. Pocket change after my fund's first-year returns. The hostile takeover announcement was scheduled for Monday's board meeting. This morning, Dad had called me panicking. "Someone's buying us out. 20 years of building this company and some vulture fund is circling." "That's terrible," I said, examining my manicure. "Maybe Ethan can help? He's the smart one." But Ethan was useless. His theoretical physics PhD hadn't prepared him for corporate warfare. He'd been calling me all weekend, begging for advice. I gave him just enough bad information to ensure he'd make things worse. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., I walk into that boardroom. They'll see the pretty daughter they dismissed, holding the papers that make me their new boss. The presentation is already prepared, how I'll restructure everything, fire the dead weight, including my father and his cronies. Mom called an hour ago. "Wear something nice to Sunday dinner tomorrow," she said. "Ethan's bringing his girlfriend. You know how accomplished she is." I smiled. "I'll wear something special." The hostile takeover papers sat on my desk, next to an acquisition offer for Stratton Capital itself. Turns out Roland Vance had been embezzling. My forensic accountants found everything. By Wednesday, I'll own the company that rejected my father and the company he built. But there's something else. Something I haven't told anyone. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down below.